It's on. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. Good to see y'all. My name is Libby Koch. It's great to be back here at the Duck. And I brought two friends with me who are making their Mucky Duck debuts. Well, please welcome my good friend Alice Wallace, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, originally from Southern California. Well, Florida.
Then Southern,
Yeah,
bounce around a lot. It's
bounces
fine.
around.
There'll be a quiz later. It's fine.
And from up in DFW, Andrew Delaney.
Yeah.
What do
Hi.
you claim now, Dallas or?
Arlington. I live in
Arlington.
Arlington. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So there you go.
Well, from Arlington, Texas,
Yeah.
Andrew Delaney.
I don't know. I got Houston roots. I came here directly from a bowling alley. Was this true? I
Today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I finished my recording session. I drove to a specific bowling alley. It's the Palace Social
Oh, yeah,
over
that's a solid.
on Bel Air.
Absolutely.
Now, the only reason I wanted to visit that place is because it's open under new management right now. But back in the '60s, my grandma and her husband James ran the restaurant
No
at the
way.
Palace Lanes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
You do have Houston roots.
I do.
Bel Air roots.
And more interesting than that, there was a guy there. His name was Kenneth Starnes, and he was a bowling coach at the Palace Lanes. Spoiler alert, my first name is Kenneth. So my grandma met Kenneth at the bowling alley, and they decided they liked each other quite a bit, and they started to have an affair.
Whoa.
And Kenneth decided that was not an honest thing to do, so he decided to come clean. So he went to the Palace Lanes over on Bel Air and met her husband James at the restaurant at the Palace Lanes and said to James, "Hey, this is what's been going on. We're real sorry. We just want to come clean, be honest. Just give her a quick divorce. We'll leave town and never hear from us again." That's what Kenneth thought would be a
thing to
reasonable
do.
thing to do. James, to
Didn't
his
think
credit,
so?
he had different ideas. He went back into his office and he got a pistol. And he said, and this is pretty badass, "See if she wants you now," and shot Kenneth in the crotch.
At the Palace Lanes?
At the Palace Lanes, 1962, Houston, Texas.
Have we written this song yet?
I have not. I just tell this
What are
story
you
on
doing
stage.
later?
But yeah, so
Wish we knew a
so
songwriter.
Kenneth he gets shot and he goes James goes to jail, which is hopefully what happens when you shoot somebody in broad daylight in a bowling alley. And Kenneth, he goes to the hospital. And then Kenneth recovers enough. He goes down to the courthouse. He meets with James a second time. He says, "Deal still stands. We will still leave town, and I will not press charges for you shooting me."
That's love.
That is love. And so James, who's facing jail time at that point, signs the papers. And that's how Kenneth Starnes and my grandma Lina ended up getting married. And so my name is Kenneth Andrew Delaney, and I'm named for a man who took a bullet in the junk for love.
I feel like
So,
that's the perfect introduction to
I'm
you.
that's me. That's the long way of me saying, yes, I have Houston roots. Here is perhaps a shorter way of saying that I have Houston roots. This is a song about coming, I don't know, one of the trips I came back here from my grandma Lina's funeral. But many other trips. Spent a lot of time in this town, as demonstrated by the song. Anyway, thank you. Meet halfway at Centerville at that beef jerky spot. Nobody's seen since the Buckies came through. Grandma would drive me the rest of the way past that big old statue there that welcomes you to that place where they know you as one of their own if you speak the secret language of the city. Marvin Zindler, Eyewitness News, and gallery furniture will save you money. Now I gotta go back, but I don't wanna go back, 'cause she's not waiting there for me. Well, she is, but she ain't. You understand? Don't make me say it all. You know what I mean? And I don't think I've cried that much in my life. Maybe I never will again. Got me thinking about all that floodwater rising, rescue boats rolling down Interstate 10, in that place where they know you as one of their own if you speak the secret language of the city. That guy Joel Osteen is kind of a tool, and gallery furniture will save you, yeah. Went to a bar that has since closed down and met a friend who has since moved away. Stood up on stage in my sharp, sharp suit, but nobody asked me why I couldn't play in that place where they hold you like one of their own and they speak the secret language of the city. Marvin Zendler, Eyewitness News, and gallery furniture will save you money. Thank you.
I'll play a song about driving to Houston as well, but no firearms were discharged in the background of this song at all. I mean, to my knowledge. Called Back to Houston. This old house is empty. There's not much left for me to do. I've packed up my whole life. Now I'm starting out anew. I'm on a highway back to Houston. I bid farewell to Tennessee. Goodbye neon lights and alone rowdy nights. Goodbye my love to you and me. I'd like love to see you. I'd like to say goodbye. I'd tell you I wish you the best things in this life. I'm on a highway back to Houston. I bid farewell to Tennessee. Goodbye neon lights and long rowdy nights. Goodbye my love to you and me. You might think I'm talking crazy. I guess you brought it out in me. I just have to say I miss you. At least the way that you used to be. 'cause I moved on, I'll say this sad resolution of the age-old lover's game. On that highway back to Houston, I bid farewell Tennessee. Goodbye neon lights and long rowdy nights. Goodbye my love to you and me. Goodbye neon lights and long rowdy nights. Goodbye my love to you and me. Thank you so much.
Well, I have 0 Houston songs. So I'm feeling a little inadequate up here, but it's and no songs about anybody being shot in the crotch.
The night is young. We could write one about both.
I find that there's not a lot of those out there in the world.
Right.
Not enough.
No, but I will try. Okay. I don't know if I need one of those stories in my life, really, but you know, but you tell it well. And but you moved from Tennessee to Houston, and I moved to Tennessee a few years back. So I'll sing my song about moving to Tennessee, which I was living in Southern California, and I moved to Nashville. My big move to Music City in December of 2019, which was perfect if you wanted to line it up almost exactly with when the pandemic hit.
It's great timing.
It was good timing. I moved and then couldn't leave the house for a long time, and but you know, as a songwriter, I knew I was gonna have to write a moving to Nashville song. As cliche as it sounds, but you're like, you know it's gonna happen. But for the first year that I was in Nashville, I just watched everything on Netflix and contemplated my existence. So I didn't write any songs really. Some people were writing whole albums and novels and learning languages, and I was just like, what have I not watched yet? All of Breaking Bad?
Yes, I'm still watching.
That was me. So, but the next year, I finally it was sinking in that I live in Nashville, and you know, being from Southern California for 12 years prior, I was reacclimating myself with things like humidity and mosquitoes and some of the fun things that come along with summer in Nashville. And but I will say that in June, when the Fireflies came out, I thought, okay, if I have to get used to mosquitoes in order to get fireflies, maybe I can handle it here. So my Nashville song is called Fireflies. Goes like this. There's something in the way the air hangs heavy and wraps you in a blanket every time you step outside. They say mosquitoes like you if you're sweet, so I pretend that I'm not sweet. Still they eat me alive. But it's oh so green here in Tennessee on a nearly summer night in early June. I think of you all the time, but I don't know that I'll be back anytime soon, because it feels like home now when the fireflies come out. Are warmer than you'd think, but as the sun begins to sink, you hear the evening melody. And to a cicada symphony. And it's oh so green here in Tennessee. And my birthday's getting close in late July. In California, I think of you all the time. And you know that it was hard to say goodbye. But it feels like home now when the fireflies come out. And I think I'll stay a while, at least long enough to catch some of this lightning in a bottle. See if I can make it last. But it's oh so green here in Tennessee. Even when the summer nights start turning cold. In California, I think of you all the time. And I'll come back now and then to say hello. But it feels like home now when the fireflies come out.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah.
Is that on your new record?
It's got, yeah, I have a new record coming out June 28th, and that one is on there. So
Yeah, and if you wanted to find out more about that record, you could, I don't know, maybe sign up on your email list that's back there?
I do have an email list right back
Yeah,
there,
okay.
and lots of obsolete round discs that play music.
Coasters.
Do you have any songs about bugs, Andrew? No.
Probably.
I'm like, I bet you do.
Probably. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There were all these beautiful segues between the songs, but I also feel like an important part of showmanship is setting expectations. And
Like, that's not
I
gonna-
write these very specific songs, and like so clean segues not really my bag. So
I'm
I'm
on my
just gonna,
toes tonight.
huh?
I'm on my toes.
I'm just gonna bust up the round. Basically,
Beautiful.
is what
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
do.
Bring it.
This is my first time playing with Libby. It's nice.
It
We
is.
hang out.
A lot.
You know, we have a
Yeah.
lot of fun, but
Uh-huh.
we've never played a show together. Alice and I,
time.
we toured a whole bunch, but
And Alice and I played a ton of shows together too, so you know,
I know. It's all
Beautiful.
coming together.
it's all happening. Thank y'all for being part of it.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna play this song about growing up as a goth kid in small town Texas, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do. There's not a bustling gothic subculture in Cedar Hill, Texas, where I did most of my growing up. So we had to join forces with the theater kids. And then, of course, it turns out there's only one thing that happens when you get goth kids and theater kids together. Well, there's two things that can happen. Here's a song about the other one. Yeah. Oh, to be 17 again. Cat piss house and a mean old man. Couple friends that understand 'cause they grew up just the same. Connie, Chewy, Jack, and Beth. Well, she's in love with Meredith, who's been saying she'll kill herself since I can't remember when. While the whole damn world's a 4A football game. Well, we knew where we'd be when Friday came. Midnight at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Eyeliner and pantyhose, yeah, that's where I wanna go. Well, someday I believe I'm gonna leave this town, cross that bridge and burn it down. But I ain't thinking about it now. Tonight it's me and my best girl in the old routine, and those fearless bastards shadowing on the screen. Well, they punk me every day at school, call me faggot in the locker room. But hell, I'll get it worse at home if it's one of those bad days. So I just keep quiet and try to bide my time, singing science fiction in the back of my mind. Midnight at the Rocky Horror Picture Show, eyeliner and pantyhose, yeah, that's where I wanna go. Well, someday I believe I'm gonna leave this town, cross that bridge and burn it down, but I ain't thinking about it now. Tonight it's me and my best guy in the old routine, and those fearless bastards shadowing on the screen. Well, things changed back in '99 when we lost him. We chose our paths and off we went. Never did the time warp again. At midnight at the Rocky Horror Picture Show, eyeliner and pantyhose, yeah, that's where I'd wanna go. Well, back then, before I up and left that town, crossed that bridge and burned it down, well, I'm thinking about it now, about me and my best friends, the old routine, and everything I was at 17. Midnight at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Thank you.
We were having an in-depth conversation about, well, not super in-depth, I mean, about Meatloaf backstage.
Oh, I missed the Meatloaf conversation.
The,
I mean,
the
Meatloaf
artist
like
Meatloaf.
the Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah.
Show, not,
Right,
not
like
the
Meatloaf.
food.
Yeah.
My wife, huge Meatloaf fan. I had never listened to the music of Meatloaf outside of the Rocky Horror Picture
Fair.
Show. And then she's like, no, you got to listen to, you know,
Bat Out of
7
Hell.
12-minute songs
Right,
in a row.
yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm into this. This is
Yeah.
weird, but I'm into this.
Yeah, our neighbors across the street, we get together and drink beer and play dominoes and whatever. And the night Meatloaf died, we were drinking beer and playing dominoes. And the two of them, like early '60s, like you would just never guess, they're singing every single word to Rocky Horror. I was like, I love you guys.
It's
like it
weird.
when
It's
people
weird. You
surprise
find
you,
the
you know?
people that like, yeah.
You find your people.
It's a different crowd of people that love that movie. So
It's true. It's true. I have no idea what song I'm going to play now
Right.
because
Where do you go from there? You have any
right.
transvestite songs?
I don't. Or Meatloaf, or yeah, even no crotch shots.
all right.
I guess it's wide open. Just whatever you want
It's
to
wide
play.
open. I'm just gonna pick a song.
There you go. See?
Uh,
No
blank
more
slate.
segues.
Blank slate.
No more
No
clean
segues tonight. Yesterday I saw the eclipse in Fredericksburg, so I did a lot of driving today. But I was playing this cool little. It was sort of a festival, sort of not. Sort of just like, friends and songwriters drinking a bunch of wine and watching the eclipse. And I got to play this song with my friend Susan Gibson, who I wrote the song with. And yeah, she's pretty great. She's pretty great.
Everybody
I
loves
also
Susan
like.
Gibson.
She's so awesome. And songwriters, I suggest, asking her to write songs with you because I think they turn out really good.
Right.
It's like cheating, kind of cheat code. But it was fun to get to play the song with her and just hang out and spend time. That's one of the cool things about, I think, like a kind of a festival thing is, we're always all on the road. We don't get a chance to just hang out and like we just were backstage, and it's fun stuff. So Long story short, Susan and I wrote this song. It's called "The Fire in My Heart." Settling down. What happened to the fire in my heart? Lost in the crowd. What happened to the fire in my heart? There used to be nothing that could get in my way. Now I ain't sure I got a damn thing left to say. What happened to the fire? Fire in my heart. Well, I used to be a lion. Used to stalk my prey. I would chase it down and make it kill to pad my resume. Now I can't say what's changing. Perhaps I've lost my pride. I can't say that I'm unhappy. Can't say I'm satisfied. I'm settling down. What happened to the fire in my heart? Lost in the crowd. What happened to the fire in my heart? I was good at chasing lightning. I could pluck it from the sky. Now I find myself content to watch a storm just pass me by. Worn out with watching weather, worn out with watching war. I see everybody fighting. Tell me what's the fighting for? I'm settling down. What happened to the fire in my heart? Lost in the crowd. What happened to the fire in my heart? Now I still ain't sure if there's an answer, my friend. All I can say is this ain't the end. This ain't the end. 'Cause I ain't giving up, I ain't giving up. Can I get enough? If I give enough, will it be enough? Y'all, I ain't giving up. What happened to the fire in my heart? Yes, I'm settling down. What happened to the fire in my heart? Lost in the crowd. What happened to the fire in my heart? Used to be nothing that could get in my way. Y'all, and now I ain't sure I got a damn thing left to say. What happened to the fire? Fire in my heart. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
That is a good one.
Thanks.
That's not on a record yet, right?
Not yet.
On the next one.
The next
stuff.
one. Thanks.
I like it. Well,
I'm gonna make it this year. I've started to tell people so that I have to do it.
right. Hold
You know
yourself
what I mean?
accountable, right?
Exactly. Y'all will hold me accountable, right? My mom will.
That's what
I'll
moms are
call
good
you
for.
every day, Libby.
Good.
I
know.
won't.
I know. I mean, actually, this inspired me to want to do this song, which is another sort of self-reflective / self-doubt sort of song that is the first track on my new record. And it was inspired by the fact that, yeah, like when I booked studio time to do my new record, I wasn't really ready to record a record, but I was just like, I'm just going to do it, and then it will happen, and I will write the songs. And this song didn't exist when I booked the studio time, but I wrote it as I was having, like, panic attacks, like, every day about going into the studio, because I was telling these guys back in the green room that, like, this is the first album I've done the Nashville way, which basically means going into a room with, like, all Grammy-winning musicians who you've never met before, and in 2 days you record a whole record with no rehearsal. Like, they've never heard your songs
Yeah, they
before.
don't even listen
Like,
to the songs before the session. They're just like, all right, what you got?
I know. And the producer was like, this is when the magic happens. Let the magic happen. I'm like, this magic sounds terrifying.
You're like, I'm a planner, and that's hard for me.
I know, this is not, where's my control over this situation? It does not exist. So I was wrestling with that, but trying to trust the process while simultaneously freaking out. So I decided to write a song about it, as you do as a songwriter, because it's a good form of therapy. And so this isn't really a song about the panic attacks, but it's a song about this feeling that I wake up with often that I don't know if you guys can relate to, that where you're just kind of going, you know, one day people are going to discover that I have no idea what I'm doing, right? Like,
I'll drink to that.
yeah. So
We're all just making it up.
yeah, just making it up as we go along and hoping it goes okay, you know? And so I wrote this song, and now it's probably my favorite song on the record. So way to throw yourself into terrifying situations and getting art out of them. So this song is called Imposter. Someday someone's gonna find out my biggest secret. I know they will. It's just a matter of time. You can look right at me and never even see it, 'cause I've perfected the art of seeming fine, even when I'm not. Someday someone's gonna figure out what I've been hiding. I know they will, 'cause I can't keep a straight face, and still no one will ever say I wasn't trying. I've worked damn hard for this epic fall from grace, just like I was taught. And so what if they do? So what if all of my worst fears come true? Sure, the sky might fall and the truth might turn to doubt, but it's time someone found me out. Someday someone's gonna realize I'm an imposter. I know they will. It's just a question of when they'll shake their heads and say, well, this is gonna cost her. They won't understand why I risked it all just to pretend that I was someone else. Someday someone's gonna find out that I've been faking. I know they will, 'cause I can't keep this up, and I'm the one whose heart I have been breaking. Who'd have thought that I was worthy of love? And so what if they do? So what if all of my worst fears come true? Sure, the sky might fall and the truth might turn to doubt, but it's time. Someone found me out.
For what it's worth, I've always thought you were the real deal.
Thank you.
Yeah. As I sit here and I listen to Libby and Alice sing, it makes me very grateful that I am funny.
I love your voice too.
Aw, thank
No,
you.
you definitely can sing, Andrew.
If you want to, I like Alice. You did. I don't know. You probably have copies of End of the Blue here, right? Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I worked a little bit with Alice on her Into the Blue album, and she ended up cutting a song that I wrote that I was pretty proud of. So I figured I'd do that one. And if you want to hear me sing it, you can buy it on one of my albums. If you want to hear Alice sing it instead, you can buy it on hers. So there you go. The important thing is, but please buy the stuff. Doesn't matter who from.
Yeah, when I first met Andrew, I heard him sing this song, and it was just like goosebumps, and I was like, this is the best song I've ever heard. Can I sing this song? So, yes.
It's so good. I love this.
Oh wow! Let's build up all these
Sorry, guys.
expectations
Yeah.
for people. Yeah.
It's a good song. Your guy.
No, I was hanging out with my friend. She's in this story. My friend Maddie earlier. If you all know the band Mystery Loves Company, Maddie from Mystery Loves Company, she's recording some cello on a record that I'm producing right now, and so I saw her earlier today, and she was part of the inspiration for this song because we were. I was hanging out with her years and years ago, and I'm like, oh, what's this thing? It's like this pretty object on her keychain that looked like a hacky sack kind of on a little chain. But what it really was a fabric-wrapped steel ball, and if you swing it, it'll like crack somebody's skull. And then my friend Mana, she has this other thing that looks like kind of a cat face, and you put your fingers through the eyes of the cat face, and the little ears are knives, and if you punch somebody, it'll really mess them up. She calls it a stabby tabby. And my friend Lindsay, she's more old school. She just carries a straight razor in her bra. But I noticed all of these objects, and it made me sad realizing why all of my women friends carried all these things. So I wrote this song. It's called Elephants. Walk with a purpose through the parking lot. Keys in your knuckles 'cause you ain't got claws. Remembering how your daddy taught you that. Well, boys will be boys, gotta watch your back. Sitting there drinking at the bar alone. Sharks come circle, wanna take you home. Better not play coy, better not be mean. 'Cause boys will be boys and they are fragile things. And they got names for the ones that talk back and the ones that wear those clothes. They got names for the ones that say yes and the ones that say no. Well, say, baby, why you gotta be that way? Give us a smile, you got a pretty face. Well, there are things you do and things you can't. Well, live quiet as a mouse in a room full of elephants. Oh, don't he look so handsome in his Sunday best? Well, he said he's sorry, you know the rest. shouldn't really blame him, he's just a kid. And boys will be boys, don't call him what he is. But they got names for the ones that talk back and the ones that wear those clothes. They got names for the ones that say yes and the ones that say no. Thank you.
It's a hell of a song.
It is.
Thanks, Libby.
And whenever I do sing it and I announce that it was written by Andrew Delaney, they're like, a guy wrote that song?
Hell yeah, he did.
Hell yeah, he did. A guy who pays attention to the women in his life.
Find that it makes my life go smoother to pay attention to the women in my life.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll play one that. Well, I don't know how to follow that, so I'm just gonna play something totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does sorrow choke me like a weed? All around me is everything I need, all I need. All I need. All I need. All I need. I am lost, but I used to be found. Place my feet back on that solid ground, on that ground. On that ground. On that ground. On that ground. As I lay my burden down. Lay my burden down. Lay my burden down. Lay my burden down. Lord, I know you have a master plan. Won't you show me everything I am, all I am? All I am. All I am. All I am. As I lay my burden down. Lay my burden Thanks so much.
Dang, it's so fun hearing you guys' songs again for the
Fun.
first time in
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
And I always like forget how much you rock a guitar. Like, man, you played so good.
Shoot. I always forget like how phenomenal like your lyrics are and your voice and like y'all just have great songs and it's so fun getting to share the stage and do these song swaps because it's like
I know.
I really enjoy it and thank y'all for being here and being part of the audience and
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks for being at our reunion here.
Yeah, touring's the only way I get to see my friends these days.
That's a good point. Can I get another Guinness when you get a chance? Thank you.
Well, I thought maybe I'd sing a song. So yeah, Andrew and I co-wrote a few songs for my last solo record. I thought maybe I'd sing one of them for you that we wrote about a phenomenon out in Southern California when I was living there called the Santa Ana winds. Anybody ever been out in California for the Santa Anas? It's usually about October. These like hot, dry winds that blow in off the desert. And of course, that's when the wildfire danger is the greatest because they're just so dry, just the slightest little spark. And a whole hillside goes up in flames. And we wrote this song years ago now after what was then the worst wildfire California had ever seen called the Thomas Fire in like Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. I mean, ever since then, each year the fires get worse and keep breaking the records. But I feel like this was the start of things looking really bad. You know, like it just feels like we're hanging on to the planet by the skin of our teeth these days sometimes. So we wrote this little number about a very serious topic. But it's called the Santa Ana Winds. Out on the horizon, there's a wicked orange glow, while a neighbor sprays a rooftop with a garden hose. You heard they couldn't save the horses, so they had to let them go, while the Santa Ana winds just blow. Newsman, he keeps talking like he thinks that you don't know. And the shelters, they're all stocked up with prayer and with hopes. And it's get out now and on your way with whatever you can hold, while the Santa Ana winds just blow. Helicopters leaving, turning eddies in the smoke, and it's hot and thick and black, and it's hanging in your throat. The flames that lick your neighborhood eat you out of house and home, while the Santa Ana winds just blow.
Obviously, during the co-writing session, I sang the really high part there towards the end.
Yeah, that was all him.
You, all you.
All Andrew.
Your voice does things that like I don't understand. I'm like, how is that physically possible? Thank you.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous sometimes.
And I do like to also mention, like, in that, when we were writing the song, I like talking about the Santa Barbara thing and the Saint Barbara thing. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I'm sure you do. We were like, the fire was in Santa Barbara, and Andrew likes to look things up while you're writing song. He's like, I wonder who Saint Barbara was. And so we look up Saint Barbara, and like, among other things, Saint Barbara was the patron saint of firefighters. So Saint Barbara had to make an appearance in the song, light a candle to Saint Barbara and watch it burn. So,
Dang,
yeah.
that's really good.
Time-wise, time-wise, where are we at? Are we like halfway, or are
More
we
than
past
halfway.
half?
I think we got
So we
maybe
do two
more
each?
rounds. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Well, I'm in a new song kind of mood, so I'm going to do this newer song. I became a father for the second time during the pandemic. I have a 22-year-old daughter, and then I got married during the pandemic, and my wife had at the time we got married, she had a 5-year-old. She's 9 now. Oh my God, I've been married that long. That's weird. Sorry, just sudden realization. But it's been interesting. It's been interesting. One thing I didn't remember about being a dad was how quiet your children can walk in the middle of the night and sneak up on you. So I wrote this song in honor of Evelyn, who's my 9-year-old, and the first line of this song, I like to think, hopefully there's some parents in the room, I like to think that the first line of this song is just, it's universal. Every parent has said this sentence out loud at some point before. We'll start there. Jesus Christ, kid, how long have you been standing there? Been inside all year, mostly sad and pretty scared, and you took me by surprise, I suppose, lurking in the dark like a ghost from a Japanese horror film we can watch when you get older. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. No, that don't sound quite right, ain't your fault what they do. Sleep tight, dream sweet dreams despite everything you don't know. We're trying to keep away from you. I had a nightmare once. They came and took you away in a van full of rattlesnakes. I know how much sense that makes, but it felt so real in the moment. Had to check your room and make sure they didn't ever said it. I just hugged you till we both knew you were safe. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. No, that don't sound quite right, ain't your fault what they do. Sleep tight, dream sweet dreams despite everything you don't know. We're trying to keep away from you. I am worried all the time. We are worried all the time. Please don't worry all the time, especially when everything's fine. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. No, that don't sound quite right, ain't your fault what they do. Sleep tight, dream sweet dreams despite everything you don't know. We're trying to keep away from you. Thank you.
It's very sweet.
I love that song.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ, kid.
Other than relating her to a Japanese horror film, but yeah.
Yeah. But I liked that too.
I'm sorry, but if you see her silhouette in the hallway at 2 a.m, you will also think the same thing. It's
Right.
terrifying. Terrifying.
I don't have children, so that is generally terrifying to me anyway. But
I know.
Yeah, if you saw a kid in your hallway, that'd be
that
real
would be
weird.
really, that would freak me out, guys.
I also don't need anything more to worry about. I do plenty myself.
Absolutely. I too got married during the pandemic, and it's been 4 years all of a sudden. Yeah,
Dang it, I didn't get married.
I know. Get with the program, Alice.
You gotta make me feel left out.
It's all right. Well,
Not trying hard
you're
enough, I
single,
guess.
yes? All right. If y'all know any eligible gentlemen who would love to be with a beautiful singer-songwriter with the voice of an angel, I mean, set her up.
They are surprisingly hard to find.
Yeah.
It's true. I was beating myself up because when Chuck and I first started dating about 10 years ago, I wrote a series of breakup songs, like preemptively, because I was scared of messing it up, I think. I'm clearly going to mess this up, so I should just go ahead and write the breakup songs as though it's going to happen and just get ready. And then I didn't screw it up. But yesterday, actually, I was singing this song with my band at this festival thingy, this Eclipse thing. And I was like, wait a minute. I wrote this song about Chuck when we first started dating and how I, was really into him. And it's kind of a love song. So I did it. So I'm going to play this thinking that I just realized yesterday after writing it, I don't know, 10 years ago, did write a love song for my husband when he wasn't my husband yet. Anyway.
Perfect.
It's called Don't Know How. I was trying to figure out how not to mess it up. Baby, I don't think it's so strange that you've been lonely, living a life on the road takes its toll on a man. Wonder if you think it might change how you've been feeling if you took a chance on someone who would understand. 'Cause I have seen the city lights passing by through my window. I know the sleepless nights when you just can't call home. Traveling souls need no rhyme and no reason to wonder. And I know, trust me, boy, I know. I don't know if that's persuasive. I'm just telling you where I'm at now. But I just want to get to know you. Want to know you, but I don't know how. Every now and then I concede I need somebody. I can do it all on my own, but it just don't compare. I don't know where this thing will lead, but I am willing. I just love this crazy life, it's too good not to share. 'Cause I have seen the city lights passing by through my window. Yes, please. I know of the sleepless nights when you just can't call home. Traveling souls need no rhyme and no reason to wonder. And I know, trust me, boy, I know. I don't know if that's persuasive. I'm just passing by through my window. I know of the sleepless nights when you just can't call home. Traveling souls need no rhyme and no reason to wonder. And I know, trust me, boy, I know. I don't know if that's persuasive. I'm just telling you where I'm at now. And I just want to get to know you. I want to know you, but I don't know how. Yes, baby, I think maybe I could love you. I want to love you, but I don't know how. I figured it out. Thank you.
Sure did. I know. I feel like as this tour goes on, we're gonna be just sliding in more and more harmonies. Be like,
right, let's do it.
I remember these songs.
I will be singing no harmonies on this tour.
But you'll do some like interpretive dance over there, right?
Yeah. Or just mumbling. That's mainly my
Mumbling.
thing.
I mean, that could work. Okay, I know. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do here, but I think I might do another new song just because it speaks to my singledom, not being married. And actually, I wrote this for my new record with a girl in Nashville named Crystal Bowersocks that you guys might be familiar with. I did I call it the Nashville handshake. You meet a new songwriter, like, you want to write a song? Because like you can do that in Nashville, and people sometimes say yes. And she said yes. I didn't really know her, and I just did that. And she's like, okay. So we wrote a song together, and it's always weird getting together with somebody you barely know to write a song. You usually it's like kind of like an awkward first date. And like for the first hour, you're just like trying to chit chat, be like, so where are you from, and how many brothers and sisters do you have? And you're just trying to find something you have in common. And it turned out when we were talking about, she spends most of her life on the road also. And we discovered that one thing we had in common is that we had both fallen in love with two-stepping cowboys in Texas.
Like you do.
Like you do. There's just something about a cowboy who can dance. It's just like this lethal combination that never ends well, so it makes for really good songwriting material. So we wrote this song together, and it's going to be my new record, and I do love it. And it's called When This Song Ends. Well, he was a looker with a damn fine two-step. No cream, no sugar, a man of simple taste, but a hard nut to crack. He may not be what she needs, but a 3-minute song could change everything. And the music plays, he takes her hand, they twirl and sway like waves on sand. It's the only way he'll ever let a woman close. There's no time to think about what comes next or where they'll be when this song ends. She's always been the kind to take it slow, but wherever he leads, she'll go. And she wasn't looking to find a fabled man, and she's been broken by every charming face that took hers in his hands. The dance, the mood, the man, they've all been wrong. She only knows the steps when she's in his arms. And the music plays, he takes her hand, they twirl and sway like waves on sand. It's the only way he'll ever let a woman close. There's no time to think about what comes next take it slow. But wherever he leads, she'll go. If she takes the chance, she might get hurt. This dance could be their last or their first. And the music plays, he takes her hand. They twirl and sway like waves on sand. It's the only way he'll ever let a woman close. There's no time to think about what comes next or where they'll be when this song ends. She's always been the kind to take it slow. But wherever he leads, she'll have to close her eyes and trust her feet. Wherever he leads, she'll go.
Yeah.
So we'll see what this trip provides.
Challenge accepted.
I have fallen in love
Try
with a
and
few.
set you up.
Few cowboys in Texas.
I
know.
love being a wingman. It's my favorite.
Perfect.
I really do.
Oh, I don't think, no. No, yeah, I do, but no. I apologize. But I love you for knowing that that song exists. Okay. So in my time as an artist, I've released 10 albums. A number of them are for sale over there. But I was like, I'm like the prolific songwriter guy. And, then I didn't write any songs for 2 years. During the pandemic, I put out a record, and then I just stopped writing songs. And one day, I was, I don't know, it kind of bummed me out as far as my identity and everything. But one day I was listening to a bunch of Dan Reeder. Is anybody familiar with Dan Reeder?
Yep.
Well, Dan Reeder, he writes these songs, and if you listen to enough Dan Reeder, you will have the thought, writing songs is not that hard. And so I sat down that night, and I just wrote down all of the events of my day and my thoughts about them, and then I wrote this poem that turned into this song, which is called Tires, and it's dedicated to my mom and to my daughter Anna, who's 22 years old and doing so much better than I was at 22. Oh my God. Did something right. All right. Dang, I was so broke. I remember my mom bailing me out of jams when the car would break down. I never wrote her a note to give her my thanks, but that would have been nice. Yeah, it would have been nice. I saw my daughter today. I drove across town to buy her some tires, 'cause the old ones wore out. And somebody showed me that that's what love is. Yeah, and isn't it nice? Oh, isn't it nice? Mm-hmm. if the sky doesn't fall and she decides to have kids, she might buy them some tires, 'cause that's what love is. They might write her a note, but she won't need a note. Still, a note would be nice. Oh, it sure would be nice. It sure would be nice.
Andrew Delaney, y'all.
Thanks, everybody.
It's so sweet. I'm like, don't cry. I never write my mom a note.
Never do here either, and my mom is here. Actually, I think she's in the ladies' room, but she comes to all my shows and she brings her friends, and I love her so much. And
Thanks, Libby's mom.
Yay, Libby's mom.
yeah,
Thanks, Libby's
she really
mom's
is in the bathroom
friends.
right now.
Oh, she's missing her big aunt.
Y'all let her know, please.
Just yell real loud. No, please don't. I don't think it's that kind of room.
Well, I'm going to play one more, and Alice is going to play one more. And then I don't know if y'all know, but people are watching this show on the internet also, on Facebook and on YouTube. And you can subscribe to the Mucky Ducks YouTube channel live at Norfolk Street. And if you're a subscriber, you get to see the encore, which only the live audience and the subscribers get to see. So tonight, y'all are going to get to see our encore, whether you like it or not. So I'd like to dedicate my last song of the evening, to Brian and Pam Kalanick, who are watching online, and who are also hosting Alice and Andrew at their house tonight, which is so nice.
They have a really nice house.
They
It's
do,
really cool.
and they're the nicest human beings ever. And I wrote this song with Brian several years ago, and it's one of my favorites. And we wouldn't have been able to do without Pam, who made us banana nut muffins that just really, like, it was songwriting fuel. I don't know what else to say. We wrote the song in like 30 minutes. How else can you explain it?
Right, it was definitely the muffins.
Science. This is called Out of My Misery, to Brian and Pam. I never liked that chair, but you wanted it right there. You said it reminded you of a front porch swing. I packed up your coffee cups, took an hour to gather them up. You never bothered to wash them, they're yours to clean. 'Cause I'm making plans here, I'm moving on. I'll clean out each cupboard and corner till your memory's gone. I like my chances to finally be free. Baby, I'm putting you out of my misery. The t-shirts that you wouldn't wear, a picture of us by the stair. Some things I could just throw away, I don't care where they go. But others made me miss you like hell, like the mason jar full of seashells. We gathered on beaches from Destin to old Mexico. I'm making plans here, I got to move on. I'll clean out each cupboard and corner till your memory's gone. I like my chances to finally be free. Baby, I'm putting you out of my misery. Yeah, and I can get rid of all of your things. At least that's a start. But what in the world am I I supposed to do with my broken heart? So I bought that four-poster bed. I bought it since I was a kid. New coat of paint and a picture to hang by the stair. I look around and I find I think I can leave you behind. No longer haunted by traces of you everywhere. Honey, I'm making plans here. I'm moving on. I'll clean out each cupboard and corner till your memories go. Hey man, I like my chances to finally be free. Baby, I'm putting you out of my misery. Baby, I'm putting you out of my misery. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Magic. And hey, thanks to the Mucky Duck for just being such a wonderful host for
Absolutely.
music here in Houston, Texas.
What a cool room.
It's really been my home venue over the years, and I'm so grateful and blessed and thankful that they give me the opportunity to bring my friends and super talented songwriters to share with y'all. So, and thank you guys more than anything. We can't do it without you.
Yeah.
All right, Alice, you about to do what I think you're about to do?
Standing up for this one.
Buckle up, everybody.
If I can get this thing to come up. Here we go. I like to end my shows in a special way that's kind of ridiculous and over the top. And these guys are game for it, so we're going to do it. Because, you know, there's not enough yodeling going on in the world.
That's a fact.
And so I am trying to you know, take it upon myself to bring it back one show at a time. There's not that many of us. I know Slade Cleaves is doing it. There's a couple, but not that many. So, you know, it's an uphill battle, and we got to fight the good fight. So this is my song I wrote years ago about teaching myself how to yodel. And it's kind of a mini yodeling lesson if you get the urge to yodel along at some point. Open invitation. So, all right, we're just going to jump right in here. Let's do a little yodeling to close out this set. Well, in case you haven't heard, I like to sing a little now and then. But then one day, my world, it was to change. And I heard a voice sing loud and clear like I had never heard. And I knew that I wanted to sing that way. When I sang that song so many times, it was kind of absurd. But I had to glue those sounds into my head. And I'm sure I drove my friends insane with my incessant practicing. And I sang these words over and Now once I got the basics down, the lows, the lies, the leaves, well, everything just fell right into place. Voice figured out what to do, skip through the notes with ease, and my fingers on the strings keep the pace. I know you Texans are friendly to yodeling. Occasionally I get some blank stares at this point in the song, but it's fine. You can't win them all, right? Well, now pretty soon all that just got too easy for me, and I had to push myself for something more. And the only way that I could think to make it any harder was just to go faster than before.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorary
Alice
Texan
Wallace.
Alice Wallace. He's Andrew Delaney. I'm Libby
Koch.
Koch. Thank y'all so much. Good night. Thank you. I mean, sort of good night. We're going to do a little encore for y'all, if that's all right. I'm in.